mad or not. What we want is a remedy to this situation. Or don't you want her to be well?
I want her to be well, but not Aloysius' place. Can you hear yourself?
Madam, please open the gate.
Open what? Okon, open that gate and come in.
It's me, Nkiru.
Father,
It's me, Nkiru.
Oh,
and she just. What about Sister Skin at Inquiry Village? Mama, she looks like one that is mentally
whenever I send you on errands, you send it on.
Yes. Concern me. What subject? I mean, is your grandchild. Do you know? I hear anytime. And it seems she's going to give back at any year wrong.
Sister.
I don't have time. Coming back here.
Good afternoon.
Can you come in? Can be under the sun.
My name is Imeh.
I
think I have to go and check over there. Okay, well, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think.
Madam, you don't know. You know, look at this video now when they show where you go back and damn. The thing will begin to play. That's what I want to do for Nigeria. Good. Thank you. I decided to work. Anyhow,
Go with you. No, I'm sorry, I can't go with you. Please, I need to go back home.
Password.
I'll give my mom this. No.
I want you.
Collins.
Who are
you? My name is Collins. I am from Umoh village. I have something important to tell you.
See road to the house. 3 years. I remember.
Where? Who?
I saw her.
You saw her. Who?
Your daughter.
Your village. Please. Bless you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Well, everything went fine.
Thank you very much.
I had to do what I'm supposed to do.
So you're telling me? Can't you see I'm fine? No. This is Johnny. In case you don't know. What is wrong with you? In case you don't know. What are you telling me? The earlier you understand. The one person stayed at the house, that's in your hand. What is wrong with you?
Collecting my money, my 1 naira, you don't know.
Sorry, guys. It was not his best time. He said it was just like that. Just like that. I don't understand. What are you trying to say? What I'm trying to say, my dear sister, is that possible asking to give you some time to I want to. Because I don't think you are mature enough to get married. What do you mean this is not the right time? How can you say that she's not mature to get married? I was not even up to her age when I got married.
You know, I went down the street myself to go and get this yogurt for you. Now you don't want it again?
But I'm changing my mind. It's nothing I want.
Good afternoon, sir. I can see.
How are you doing this?
You know how we handle.
You don't know what I went through to go and get it this right now. I have to go down the street myself. Because please manage it. Just manage it. I'm trying to drink this. Okay. Sweetheart, mommy cannot see you cry. You know that. I don't want to see any tears. No problem. Don't take yogurt.
I understand how
and prepare right away. Okay? Oh, please.
Well, thank you. I'm very happy for what you and colleagues did.
I'll go and prepare. Plantain, you said?
One thing.
Right now, I'll be back. Okay? Sweet. Honey. Tuga. Promise, boy. I tell mommy you love my blessings. I love you, baby.
Thank you, baby.
Alright, we'll have to plantain on this dining right away. Okay? What happened?
Bathing this baby with this dirty water.
I am no longer comfortable with come to Kennedy one.
My boy.
Your younger sister Kiru
Frying the plantain.
and you're still in this house. What are you waiting for?
Stop comparing me. Mama, leave me alone. I'm not. I know what I'm doing.
You told me you wanted plantain. That's why I'm preparing for you. Why not this again? Manage the plantain now, please. And see, you have to manage this plantain. I'm preparing it already. I'm frying it. You can start frying it already. Please. No, don't need to cry. You don't need to cry, okay? Don't cry, alright? Mommy will prepare the noodles that you want right now. Plantain, I'll just bring it down and keep it and make you a noodle. Are you okay? No problem. Just go and continue with your cartoon. Give me just 2 minutes and your noodles will be ready. That's my boy! Come on, go now. Go now. After
Who'll be the next to fire? 41 shots by the yellow side.
This girl will not put me into trouble.
I know what you told me. Hallelujah. He must survive. Ooh. Survival of the fittest. Only the strong will survive.
All is not well at all. Is it not halfway?
How can I survive?
I couldn't find her and the baby.
Halfway that I saw displaying in the market with her baby.
Huh?
Yes,
you saw her displaying?
Yes, just coming from the market.
Thank you very much.
How can I survive with 41 shots by my side? Enemies.
So this is what it has gotten to.
On the borderline.
Mama, give me that baby.
Oh, see me. Thou prepared a table before me in the presence of my frenemies. I don't know whether na fried plantain or na plantain chips. The things I know to see them every day, I eat it in good faith. Where? You dey do shakara for me.
Counting is serious. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Beginning from the last man in the parade. What?
I love my son. When I love you more. I want to do it. When I love you.
I just left. Look at one with him for tomorrow. We have say 11 o'clock. Yeah, 11 o'clock.
Welcome, sir!
Do you want to sell my son? Do you want back? Don't take my son.
What's going on? Who gave you all this? Nabubi. I'm telling you, serious. He gives me a project. He gives me rice. He gives me a landscape.
I know.
Wait.
This child
Who gave you all?
is inside.
Marital.
That person.
My wife gave you all this?
Miri.
He gives me all.
But
all things are passed away. I'm telling you, I'm the number one first class of this contract.
No,
Really?
no,
No.
Well done, indeed.
Stay down. Stay there so I can see you.
Yes.
I want her to harm herself.
Okay, sorry, you got
If we continue to go to side.
No, make you don't come and say I am not generous. I'm a generous person.
Very much.
God.
Please.
The only thing where they not they complete now. I will take this and I'm going to
What's going on there? Thank you. Why is Kamsi on the floor? I mean, Kamsi, why not eating on the dining table and you did that the whole place?
I mean, Kamsi and his handwork. He's just eating and playing.
I don't understand. How can you allow him to litter the whole place and you say it's his handwork and you're watching him? See, Evelyn, I don't like this at all. Okay? I was just coming in now and I saw my kids man eating like a glutton. Up to 4 different places of food. And I'm beginning to wonder, when has my house turned into a place where you abuse food? And this is Kamsi's food now, and you're watching him? Evelyn, I don't like this at all. Fix this.
My skin in America from one how all these things start. I don't know. No idea. No. I've been to prison 3 times. 3 good times I was sent to prison.
Sweetie, don't say that. Don't say that.
It was the 4th time that made them deport me.
What is wrong with you? I should be asking you that question. What is wrong with you? Why are you hell bent on destroying our only child with the overwhelming attitude? Why?
For how long will you continue this nonsense?
Of his house.
And I am so disappointed.
As we speak right now,
Did you yourself speak?
know my whereabouts.
Have you forgotten how many years it took us to get that boy?
I don't care! I don't care! Are we the only parents who waited for 6 years before having a child? See, when you are raising this child, I'm afraid you end up ruining his future.
No. And it's you're the one who is leading his future here by your uncle signed attitude. And then why would you learn to show love to your only son? When?
So if I don't give him virtually everything he demands for, I'm not a good father, right? Fine! I don't want to be a good father if that's the case. Oh yes! Mind you, I'm not raising this child the right way. Okay, how many schools have you changed for him in recent time? Yet he hardly goes to school.
That's why they tore my clothes.
You are not being a good father. But your unsupportive attitude is becoming something else.
You mean you went through all this? You passed
Thank you
through all
for the name
this?
of God.
Mama,
Stop
do you know how I
upsetting
came
yourself.
back to this village? Do you have any idea how I came back here? I had to jump into a truck filled with cows and goats. I laid on their feces so that I will not be taken by the driver and the conductor. Because if they saw me along the road, they would have told me to come down in the
We are happy family. It's a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
Sweetie. Mama, this is not obvious. How can all these things be happening just like that? Mama, we need to seek a solution. I quite agree with you, Mama. There is a problem somewhere.
There is a problem somewhere.
Mama, I came back from America with nothing.
But this is, they're not ordinary now. You know these things happen to children.
My son! This is me. Check me out. Your son is not illegal.
Like a diamond in the sky.
Come on, it's my car. This is my Arrow S300 Lexus X.
Sweetie.
Hey, go!
Let me get sleeping.
Can't wait.
So mom is tired. I need to sleep.
Mama, I have really missed your food.
No, I will sing, okay? I will keep singing, okay?
Just because I helped him carry his goods into his car, he introduced me to his business. Leather business. Leather they use in making bags, shoes, and all that.
How I wonder what you are.
No time I made it. I made it, that's how I made it.
Twinkle little star, how I wonder what you are.
Make I tell you.
Don't.
Why?
I am not in
In that case, I will follow you to there.
Where's the each time I want to touch you, either tired
You follow me.
or not in the
This is why I love you, Mama. Mama.
I am not ready to give you another child. Since the one we have, you don't show him love.
But I'm doing my best. I'm providing everything in the house. I'm doing everything a man of the house will do.
And as your child is not happy. Yes, he even said it to that time that your love is fine.
This is not the way to avoid Christ's house.
Show him love.
You know and you want us to negotiate through this part. Why?
I'm sorry, okay?
It's you.
Can we leave this discussion first? Let us finish this night's goal. Produce something peaceful.
She looks like Apple. What?
That is the girl you want to marry. Oh, pregnant. Togazi denied her and traveled out. It affected her mentally.
That was how she became mad. I know how you feel.
So that's it?
Useless man! Huh? Oh, after all the love, what did you do to her? You made her mad. You see, I will.
Wait, you think it's ordinary? This is just.
No.
That way it's pleasing before God. Dear.
Yes, I just this
Even
way.
his enemy.
I don't know what thing I eat. Why I entered toilet for 5 times. And I'm still feeling like to go to toilet again. I feel like I go see doctor. There is no way I'm not going to see doctor. So that doctor will restore my belly back to factory settings. You don't go up.
Why are you shouting at me like that? Come out! She could not recognize me. She doesn't know who I am, Mama. She couldn't recognize me. She's mad, Mama.
I say mess, not get toilet. This one, this kind of thing, I know they show. You won't release mess now, another thing.
Because of her condition, this problem. Huh? Are you not the cause of her condition? Hey, Mama? I saw her problem with my child. She's with my child in the middle of nowhere.
You.
About what happened. You know what I'm talking about.
Wacky. My friends. No. Sweetie.
Forgive us.
I'm sick.
I said leave. Are you
sick? Want to wake up? I know. Secret. Wacky. Come on, my love. My sweetheart. Oh my head.
Your problem is that
how
you want me to go back. But let me
how was your night? Okay, it's time to go prepare for school. So get up. No, so you don't say this.
Wake up. Nobody's sleeping up. Because you're not resting. I cannot rest. I don't have peace of mind. And you want to have peace of mind? Son, you don't go outside. You want to sleep.
That is not a problem. Right now, you will have that.
A pregnancy. You advised to abandon a fuck pregnancy. Knowing that I was responsible.
Right.
Now my life is ruined. And you are seated down. And you killed you. Not my mother.
You have that. The mommy is here. Alright. See you later.
What do you mean you were pregnant?
And you're here asking me.
Chief Security Officer, ask where fuck our station. For this house, why they
married man.
Not only when singly.
How you know? Yes. Now you.
You know what is car? Eh?
Juliet, everything is the matter.
What's that?
It's mad.
Well, you're not expecting to tell you your
really? Okay. And Mike expected me to get rid of the pregnancy.
Oh, shut up! I was thinking you're just mad. Now I know it's a combination of stupidity and madness.
Can you get pregnant? Eh?
Eh?
It's all game.
Okon, why is this car still unwashed?
I'm not for me from you. Get him just let it truck. Gaby, why are you looking like this?
What the?
You look at this. I'm full. What have I done? to neutralize. Only her now.
Carry, no wonder.
Only of the
So no vex because I want. You see, nowadays,
then I would like to discuss.
My dream, they be like the reality.
I have been observing you.
Wash this car for
Tell
dream.
your mother the truth.
Now for dream I wash them. Yes. Because all this while I see them they look the car. Now dream I wash them. Sorry, no fix, I go wash them for
Okon. It's very obvious you want to lose. You want to lose it, right?
What you see from this moment is action.
Fire, right?
What you see from this moment.
I did grace. Sir, for what? Sorry, no fix. Sorry. So I can't be fired. See, you know how I want this job. I want this job so badly. You know, if I want to fire me, and I feel like I don't want this job. Sir, force me. Force me.
You're not supposed to take my son to school with this car.
Sir, for you not talk like that, you're going to talk like you.
Shut up! I give you 5 minutes. If I come out here and this car is still in this condition, you will not only lose your job, you will leave this compound immediately.
You have doctor friends, eh? Just help me tell them.
What is wrong with you?
Prescribe drugs.
Just look at the food
they pass on in our room. See, the way they make this, they come, I don't even understand. So maybe if you give me drug like
my friend, get up and clear yourself by what do you mean by us?
Or something. Maybe for syrup that I will just be taking so that you will hold the vaccine. You will hold.
Okon!
Sorry.
5 minutes.
Okay, it's better you cover your nose and talk. You talk like you know.
5 minutes.
The depth of my mercy.
Well, the only forgiveness possible here is that
Yeah, no, this mess is spiritual. The spirit of mess that follow me.
Yes.
Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan. Move this way. Move this way. Move this way.
I'll marry a Fuekwe.
Coups, you're still eating. Eh?
I don't care if she's mad.
Come on, son. It's 9 a.m. We should get going.
I will marry her.
It's all right. You'll hear from me soon. After I must have discussed with my kinsman.
I'm going with my mom.
Mom is very welcome. Okay?
Thank you very much.
I know I am not guilty, but you expect
very great.
That's because I'm trying my best not to overturn how you will bring your future.
Thank you.
And that's mom doesn't seem to understand.
You're not my kid. I want my mommy.
James, come on, son. Why are you doing that?
Why did you accept that condition? Why?
Mama, what do you expect me to do?
I want to discuss myself.
I had no choice. My life is already worse than that of a mad person.
Hey!
So, how do you intend to cope with a mad wife? I don't know, and I don't care. What I know is that I will marry her. After all, I'm the cause of her madness. I'm the reason she's in that condition.
Very, very beautiful. Yes. So I look beautiful. Yes. Are you sure? I want to see my face. I want to be sure that I'm very, very beautiful. Because I am ready to say I do.
What's in it? Go inside.
Okon.
Eh?
Ow! Sorry. No face.
What's wrong with you?
No face. Sorry. I didn't see you. You know, you just come like spirit. Sorry, no face. No face. No face.
Just...
When did you do that? Mbechi?
I don't like it.
Mbechi?
You don't like it?
Please. Call Afan caller.
Now me just begin to blow this for ground like say I be masquerade.
Let's just.
Oh, that's what Mbechi told me. Yes. This is nowhere to be found. Yes.
I know promises in my prayer bring you from this world. You are a product of sacrifice for young children and marry what them. Last, me here. If me I not sell you, bring your slave trade. Say no be me.
You can get it.
Continue.
No, ask him, I've said yes.
No, my wedding gown is not here.
Miss Bassey, I don't know what you are doing in my house. After laying your guilty hands on my son, what are you doing here?
I just told you that your son pushed me just because I asked him not to take ice cream while I was teaching him.
And so, you had the guts to hit him back, even when you know he's only but a child. Do you know I can sue you for doing this? Do you know?
No, Adobe is not ready. She wants to take her bath. Adobe, I want you to wear black.
I'm just surprised with you.
Beautiful.
Look at what you're saying.
Lightness.
I'm here to tell you that your son pushed me. And you're supporting me.
Come now, look at that thing.
Let me tell you, you are so. You know you are spoiling me.
This place is green.
Miss Bassey,
that place is yellow.
I demand your apology.
Right now is
my son. You have to apologize to him, or I take it up with you. What? You heard me, Prince. You heard me, Prince. You don't know how many years it took me to get that boy. You don't know. You don't know what I suffered before that boy came into my life. That is why you have to cannot rest. You slept. You don't know. You better do something right away. I will take it up with you.
I can see that you're equally mad. Augustine, you're not a mad man. You're equally mad like your mad wife.
Too late for you.
What have I done?
You're like your mad wife. And for two mad people under my roof, it will not happen. Mama, get up. Get up.
I'm not getting up.
I'm not getting up.
People are there. Sorry. No, sorry. No, they're fine. Mama, you're supposed to know what's going on. Why are you frustrating me? Sorry. Nothing happened. Everything is fine. Just came back. They didn't go anywhere.
Can eat food. Because who gave you the permission to go to my court to collect food?
I hope you're enjoying your games.
I'm asking you. You are here. Look at you. You're not even ashamed of yourself. This is the only thing you know how to do in this house, to consume my food. Give me that food. Mama! Give me my food. You are here.
Hey! So I can't even eat my father's house again and from my mother's pot.
And you? Who gave you this food?
Mama.
How dare you?
Mama, stop! Mama, stop! Listen. What are you doing?
I know. I am your friend.
Let's go. I got you putting a fatten.
Mama, give me food.
You need to cry.
Mama, this thing you're doing is not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Mama, you're going to give me
No. The pussy is still there. I promise you. Let's go.
Enjoy the night. Let me go and meet you. Okay? No more homework. Cancel. At least I'm not crying. My friend. My sweetie. My sweetie. That's it.
Okay.
I don't support that. What do you mean by that? No, she's asking you. I mean, how could you come up with such a demented decision?
Can't you see the way she treats us?
This is the first time we are changing school for our son within the space of 1 year.
So? And it's our son needs to be comfortable to learn.
I feel like running.
You didn't even ask me why I want to change
I feel like running.
I'm sorry.
But I don't know where to run to.
Okay. Institution is vast. Had the effort to lay her filthy hands on our kids.
And what I ask is
which America?
Yes.
And go back to America. Africa and go thinking.
Right.
Why not leave Africa and go back to America?
Can't see what just in my spirit.
What do you mean?
Yes, the ice cream you bought for him. Huh? Yes, in the class.
Which America?
I don't see anything wrong in him.
Seems you've forgotten I was deported and I cannot go back. Are you saying this to mock me? Is that what you're here for?
So what do you want to do? Sit back here with your mad wife doing nothing up there?
Are you out of your mind?
She beat our son.
How dare you, Ngozi? Huh? What about you, seated here with this bastard child inside of you? Why don't you go out and find out who is responsible for this child and get him to marry you?
You are very stupid.
More stupid.
I can see it's because of your stupidity that made them deport you. Stupid.
That was it.
If I'm stupid, now you tell me, how many girls do you see in this village that is walking around with a pregnancy?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
A girl you watched grow is now married, living happily with her husband. She did not get pregnant before getting married.
Stop comparing me to you.
You're bringing shame to this family.
Stop comparing me. Go and look at that.
That child, you've been crying. You give birth to a child looking like this. Huh? Bad advice.
It's because of what Emma did to him. Listen. He's around.
Anyway, my son has finally gotten married.
Do you want to talk to me? Oh, Mama.
But
he's here.
The girl is still mad.
Should I give him the phone?
You see, your daughter-in-law's madness is not spiritual. Only thing he can do is pray. For he alone has solution to all problems.
Hello, Mama.
I only handle spiritual problems. I do not.
Mama, I don't know what my wife told you, but the truth is that she's the one spoiling that child. Mama, listen.
Yes.
What?
Mama, the problem I have with you is that you don't listen to me. You don't.
Eh? You have your certificate too.
Mama, because he is my only child, therefore we should spoil him?
Don't you think the wise thing is to call your
No, she is the one over-pampering that child. That's not good for him.
So what happens to our friend?
children in the village to go to the township? Your friend in Abuja. What's that?
Thank you very much.
Let me have my phone.
Goodness.
You don't remember that you don't live with me?
Come make I gist you. It's something that waiting I see.
My office. Of all places to level, it is my office. Office is now yours. What's the barrier in the general story? carry this ball and leave this place.
Forgive me of all the ill treatment.
Carry this ball and leave here.
For all that I cost you.
What's going to happen? One cobble, you make.
Wow! A nice ball! And that's Neymar! And chest out! And then... Yes! And I carry them all again! Yes! Yes! And a header! A Filippo Inzaghi! A Filippo, and that's a header! Mutio repo you! Mutio repo you! Thunder fire you there.
See what you've reduced life. Are you supposed to
You want to play ball with your mate. You don't know that there is different classes of football. Under 17, under 21, under 20, and real senior team. Want to come and play ball with your father mate. Thunder fire you there.
Okon!
Madam.
What's the meaning of this? Okon! How do you hit my son?
I will pay you. I have told you that you are
You're playing ball with your mates?
No, in the under 8. Yeah, the under 40.
Sweetie, what happened?
brought me food. How?
Okon, you hit my son.
God.
How dare you hit my son?
Man, I could prepare his pictures. How you
see, in the flavor,
that's the
flavor together. This is your beginning need deliverance.
That's the money.
See, I suggest you carry this boy, go to deliverance. Because sorry, this boy wins this.
You were joking. I was not.
Carry him go to
50,000 naira, baby.
Or you carry him go native.
Okon,
what I did for him.
Okon.
In fact, if he gave me 5,000 naira, I would have been.
Okon, the next time you will let this your dirty and dirty hands on my son.
Nice, may God bless and reward him.
You would like what I would do to you.
Amen.
And you know what? I'll make your favorite soup this season.
Azundo.
Oh, yes.
You won't eat pig. Nonsense. Touch him again. It's your rubbish.
Madam, see, you're playing with fire. Madam, you're playing with fire. You're training a baby tiger. When he grow, he go past you. I suggest may you carry this with him. May you go either church or you go native. If you want to go native, I suggest they will get 6 or 7 snake eggs. Then knock them, point for the eggs that are in bath and with sorrows and then take them. Make it go young somersault 7 times naked in an open market. Do that, oh, madam, do that, oh. Or you go to church. Anyhow, one will. All these things, this is actually Sienna Mana. AKA, any guys wrong. Please, madam.
You're hungry and you never eat. That is why you're stopping my way, right?
I'm not stopping you. I'm just telling you.
Go and open that gate for me. Get out and open the gate. Sweetie, come, baby, come. Go inside, back.
finish for this war. Woman don't finish for this whole wide war. When my Oka supposed to go marry, he go, he marry Yesebel. For whosoever finded a Yesebel, finded a bad thing. Now so, Siam, 2 days, you don't want to give me food. 2 days, you carry the other one, mommy already begin. You carry and put inside motor, the drive come on. The drive am come on. The very many mommy. I'm here, Nana get mommy me yamming bar. No problem. No problem. One day, that you're picking, I'll sell him to sugarcane plantation.
Don't tell me you're still having issues with your wife.
The worst has happened. She has gone to the extent of calling my mother on the phone, telling her that I hate my job, all because I corrected her. Can you imagine that?
What did you do this time?
Fine. My son has grown wings. He had the guts to push the teacher at school. Can you imagine that? To make the matters worse, the teacher came to complain to my wife what my son did. What did my wife do? She insulted the living daylight out of her.
Guess what? Just. Do you remember Chief?
My wife has lost it.
The one I repaired generator for now, and he gave me 50,000 naira.
Oh, yes.
Remember him,
Why shouldn't have done that? For God's sake, the
He has
child
just
deserves
offered
to be
me a
corrected.
job.
He deserves to be corrected.
As the new maintenance manager. Yes, baby. I'm now in charge of all the generators, the listers, all the machines. Yes. My salary is 250,000 naira every month. And we have an official house. Plus.
What do I do?
Frankly speaking, I'm your friend. Okay? And I'll give you my candid advice. Alright? You have to tell your mother. You have to tell your mother what is going on.
My mother?
Yes.
She doesn't believe me. As a matter of fact, she doesn't want to listen to me. She believes I'm being too hard on my own son. Yes, courtesy of my wife. Man, you cannot believe my wife has refused me touching her for some months now. Because she believes I hate my son. Whereas I provide money for everything, virtually everything you need in that house. I provide.
Give me a job. 50,000 naira. The one I repaired generator for now, and he gave me 50,000 naira.
Oh, yes.
Remember him, right?
Yes, I do.
Good. He has just offered me a job in his company as the new maintenance manager. Yes, baby. I'm now in charge of all the generators, the listers, all the machines. Yes. My salary is 250,000 naira every month. And we have an official house. Plus an official car. Yes!
Can I have my money?
Hey, Mama,
I don't want more stuff.
It's fine. Exactly. 1,000 naira, right? Have your money. Huh? Mama, I say it's 20,000 naira. 1, 4, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20! Let's add one more for Mama.
Yeah, that would be very nice.
Oh, okay. 21, Mama. Mama, here is your 20,000 naira with interest. You take your. Hey!
Fine.
What about my mom? Is she here? Mama, fantastic. Welcome. Mama.
See the whole
God. I'm so sorry. No way. Steve the chemist guy. Tell me our in-law is a fine boy too.
Don't you know me?
No. Steve became his guy. Contractor. A contractor. This
You see, now.
Thank you.
Why are you crying? Talk to me. What is the problem?
Okay, I be man. I'm not gonna cry. I be man. I'm not gonna cry. They come out of. I don't feel like.
What are you talking about?
You been bad like me. Okay, you know good believe. Okay, you know good believe. Okay, you know good believe. You know good believe. Since morning. Never come
Why are you fasting?
Who I fast pass? Between Farambaka and TB Joshua, who I fast pass? I starve for 2 days now. My life have become a permanent starve.
Why are you starving?
No, it is your useless, but I'm sorry. You begin. I don't know what I've done to him. I don't know what I've done to him. He's set-upping me. He's set-upping me in this house. He's set-upping me. He go and report, give Madam say I do anything. What did I did? What did I did? Madam now is saying no, give me food for 2 days.
Wait, you mean up until now you've not eaten since morning?
Okay. As you are seeing me now, I am summoning my last energy to make this complaint and cry this cry from the bottom of my heart. Anything can happen. Please, help me. Help me. Just I got the back. You don't promise me anything. Whether I get it or whether I make it. Just I got the back.
Ernest!
Yes.
Where are you taking that food to?
To the gate man.
What?
Yes. And don't starve him again in this house.
Ernest, do you know what he did to our son?
I don't care. My order is that you do not starve him in this house again. Period.
Ernest, no problem. But know that from now on, you'll be serving your food and that of the gate man in this house from now onwards. No problem.
Ouch! Oh my god. Oh my god, my waist. Ouch! Honey! My waist good.
What?
Oh, it's me.
What is it?
My waist.
Gently. Gently.
And here comes a jolly good fellow. Mr. Cletus.
Why are you crying?
He said someone was at home. They are lying. Where's my phone? I want my mommy.
Honey, I didn't actually lie to you. As a matter of fact, Mom had an accident right now. Okay? And she has gone to see the doctor. She will soon be back, okay?
Those description of Igbo society and the economy in the 18th century is supported by given by other Igbo slaves in the Americas. Another Igbo slave in Jamaica, known as Archibald Montet, was born in 1799 in Igbo land and was a slave in Jamaica.
I know you're hungry.
He affirmed in his memoir that yams, potatoes, and Indian corn were an integral part of Igbo agriculture.
What's the problem?
In
Come on, go inside.
And 18th century.
Get inside.
19th century
Are you a baby?
accounts offer
Are you a baby? I'm asking
more
you.
perspective. In his journey to Bonny in 1840, Hermann Paul, a German doctor, noticed that the Igbo exported agricultural produce and metal goods to Bonny. He described the Igbo as rich in natural products, including maize, rice, yam, oil, palm oil, dyewood, and cotton, and was quite indispensable in providing staple food to Bonny. Bonny is the riverine area.
Iron hand to train this boy. The way he did, he should stop on the
visited Suka in 1866 was impressed by the abundance of agricultural produce.
See as you talk.
And he described that in the market they abound in corn, palm oil, palm wine, fish, deer, meat, dog, and other products like fowl, tobacco, eggs, and yam. What I'm trying to emphasize is the importance of understanding the antiquity of agriculture in Igbo. And it is this skill of agriculture and iron technology that enabled the Proto-Bantu speakers, which includes the Igbo, to expand and people what is today sub-Saharan Africa. Am I making sense? So, if you look at what is today sub-Saharan Africa, from here to South Africa, this is the migration that began from this region and continued.
What is it? Why are you not eating your food?
That people didn't reach the Zulu,
when that was started,
the Swana, the Soto, the Ndebele. They didn't reach what is today South Africa until about the 9th century. Not too long ago.
Sweetheart,
that
how many
migration
times will I tell you that
began
mommy is
here
coming back
some
tomorrow?
5,000 years ago.
Okay?
So we can't understand the making of sub-Saharan Africa without really thinking and understanding the role of the Igbo and other Proto-Bantu speakers in what is today, right, West Africa, in the area of Nigeria.
Just eat this one now. Maybe later in the day.
Let me go to the second point, which is, if you look at the Americas, which includes the United States and the Caribbeans.
What is no? Come on, eat your food.
There's a long history which began when the Europeans emerged in West Africa in the 15th century, seeking gold, trying to buy gold, which was abundant in West Africa, and which formed an integral part of the trade between West Africa, North Africa, and the Mediterranean world up to the 15th century. By the 15th century, the Portuguese became interested in having a direct access to the gold of West Africa rather than buying gold. the Arab middlemen, right? Across the gold from across the Sahara. This exploration of West Africa opened up opportunity for the first time for direct contact between Europeans and Africans. Imagine in West Africa in demand or to seek gold created the first opportunity for Europeans to begin also to trade and enslave, Africans. So the Atlantic slave trade began from the 15th, 16th century due to this contact between Africans and Europeans. Why is this of interest to us? If you look at the areas involved in the Atlantic slave trade, it is from the area of Senegal today to the coast of Angola, south and southwest Africa. By the 17th century to 18th century, most of those being enslaved into the New World were coming from what is today the Bight of Biafra, right? Calabar, right, and others. But most of the enslaved were coming from the hinterland, from Igbo land, facilitated by the Arab, right, using the Ibinuba. What is my interest here is perhaps to think about how the New World changed, because out of the number
plead with him to join us like he doesn't know today's Sunday and we're late for church.
What is it? Came to the
New World.
There's estimate that perhaps 11% of those came from the Bight of Biafra and were Igbo.
You don't know what it took me to convince him to take
many important ways.
Don't aggravate it.
This large number of Igbo people from the Bight of Biafra became very significant in terms of shaping New World culture. You can look at the map here to the table, to think about different areas where people from the Bight of Biafra, or mostly Igbo people, ended. And the percentage of those...
Nice Sunday.
You've been doing a good job. Keep doing the good job. And keep doing a good job. Open the gate, Okon. Okon, open the gate now.
The new world. So, as the evidence suggests, the large number of enslaved Africans from the Bight of Biafra were Igbo.
What is it? What's
David
happened?
Eltis and Richardson estimate that about 1 in 7 Africans shipped to the New World during the era of the slave trade came from the Bight of Biafra. This corresponds to Africans shipped. David Eltis and Richardson estimate that about 1 in 7 Africans shipped to the New World during the era of the slave trade came from the Bight of Biafra. Igbo speaking. This corresponds to about 11.9% of the total number, which for which we have data today.
Thank you. So
Douglas Chambers suggests that about 11.6 million people were estimated to have been shipped to the New World between 1470 and 1860, and 1.7 million of those were transported from the Bight of Biafra. If his estimate is correct, it means that 80% of those shipped from Calabar, Bonnet to the New World were Igbo.
Are you ready? You want to come inside just Lara?
From a transatlantic perspective, and when compared with other, like the Yoruba, the Ewe, and many others, we do not have a lot of history of these Igbo people in the New World. In fact, we do not get a sense that the Igbo, to a very large extent, contributed greatly to the making of New World culture. What is important to emphasize, of course, is why is this the case? If you go to Bahia in Brazil, there's still people who practice traditional marriage. So when you look at the Atlantic world, you think, oh, it's a Yoruba that's sort of made up, right? The Atlantic world. Even though there were more Igbo people that were enslaved than many other groups. Why is this the case? My argument is that, for one thing, we have to understand why the Igbo and Igbo identity was largely suppressed in the area. We come from an area, the Igbo come from an area where the nature of the political institution is very republican. The Igbo didn't have a history of centralized power and authority, right? The idea that Igboegwu. So that individualism shaped Igbo response to slavery. And I can tell you a few history of American planters advising slavers not to bring people from the Bight of Biafra because they didn't make good slaves. Right? Their response to slavery was quite different from many other groups from West Africa. Why? They thought the Igbo were a bad investment. They thought the Igbo were more susceptible to suicide. Many of them prefer to kill themselves rather than be slaves. I'm not sure if many people are familiar with the phenomenon 200 years now called Igbo landing in Georgia, where Igbo slaves were brought to the New World in Georgia and in mass, right? To drown the slaves. So many
I am the manager and controller general of this area.
It was bad
the same can look for work and
I
have to spin everybody. What
so you have descriptions
in
planters' diaries advising slavers in West Africa, do not buy people with fair skin. They are likely coming from the Bight of Biafra, right? They are likely Igbo. Compared with many other enslaved people, most Igbo people were fair-skinned. But if you go to Jamaica today, your fair-skinned, they call you red Igbo. Because most of them who came into those areas were of Igbo origin. So what is important, I think, to think about here is
go and bring 500,000 and come and get your job. You say,
Igbo identity,
okay, go now, go.
Slavery and the New World. One, I want to emphasize one thing. That if you look at the accounts of rebellions throughout the Atlantic world, rebellions occurred where there was a large concentration of Igbo slaves in Jamaica. In Haiti was probably 60% Igbo. Haiti is the only part of the Western Atlantic world where enslaved people rose right, conquered slavers, and established a black republic. So, Jamaica, the same thing. This
you don't get museum when you go just go. What if you don't go now, go inside museum,
power ways. How do people respond
like managing
slavery, and how did their response shape the institution of slavery? But let me speak to a little bit to
we want to hire somebody. You think we are looking for someone to take and drive with us
today and shapes.
You need a job. Don't say you need any job and you are looking at me direct. You are looking at me direct. Stand up, please, and live. If this beer catch drum like this, your colleagues will stand up. I say if this beer don't drink, this hot drink like this, if it don't drink, your colleagues, all of your colleagues around this area will stand up, and then they will control you.
Very evident. When we talked about the Bantu migration, we talked about why yam.
I said they go.
Of yam and agriculture.
You carry Ankara to pajamas. I said go. As if that is not enough. You carry net, mosquito net, you put for that.
Sub-Saharan Africa.
You are not waiting.
The Igbo transmitted aspects of their culture, including the yam culture. Here we have right?
Close these gates and move.
But in places like Cuba, they have what they call Jonkonu, which is basically Ayajoko ceremony. Transmitting them today, they are part of New World culture and ideas.
Your money is 500,000. What do you want to 20,000 back?
There are certain crops that were brought into the New World, into the Caribbeans, that were of Igbo origin. I mentioned okra.
You don't get 500.
Right?
Stand up, begin to go.
The food culture that in many
ways
shapes the New World today have some
if
origin.
I carry this drink, I will drink this for my village. If I carry this drink for you, you go down your dirty zone.
Things like rice were introduced by the Angolan slaves. And things like that. So the Igbo have been central and important in understanding and shaping the New World.
With a fine house girl, we don't look for one
identifies evidence of what he calls Igboisms in Anglophone society, which includes Igbo dietary habits. Okra, for example, a staple of Igbo diet, was one pot soup.
You have the other one.
Was identified as Igbo in origin. The vegetarian parts of American food, culture, or what is called soul food today in southern United States, indicate a strong Igbo presence in Anglophone slave foodways. Most importantly, were yams, black-eyed beans, and greens. These were the basic food crops in 19th century and early 20th century Igbo society. In the diaspora, the Igbo continued to grow yams and maintain nearly all the secondary subsistence crops of their ancestral villages.
500,000 naira.
Yes, clear evidence of Igbo influence in power ways, or what Fisher has identified as attitude towards power and authority, and the patterns of political participation. Slaves in America drew on similar social resources in order to order their individual and collective lives. Though there were no major slave rebellions in areas such as the Chesapeake and Western Jamaica, there were the areas where there was a strong Igbo presence. Igbo
you want to rent him
slaves
for this place, this house, as it is, define you for ISO.
Forms or other forms of resistance, including suicide, escape, concessional negotiations that in many ways shaped the slave culture and society. I talked a little bit about the John Canoe and other masquerade festivals that have their origin in West Africa that are still practiced in the New World today. The tradition of doctoring here we call dibia, right? Medicine and dibia. In the Caribbean, they call obia, which is a corruption of dibia. These sort of ancestral or Igbo traditional medical practices have been transmitted into the New World and still form part of Afro-American and Afro-Caribbean culture today.
Because of your
I'm going to end so that we can have some time, by speaking very briefly on an important area that I think most of us may be familiar with, and maybe some of the young women here need to think about in terms of shaping their own identity. Many of us are familiar with the period of European colonialism in Africa. By 1903, when Lugard conquered the northern caliphate, Sokoto Caliphate, the north was British colonial rule. But the British had sort of a different encounter with England. It took nearly 25 years from the Arrow expedition to the Ahera expedition, 1905, to many other expeditions, right? To the Ekumeku.
If I pour this drink,
in Delta,
waiting to escort you go your house.
More than 30 years for the British to subdue the Igbo. Basically, annexing, occupying one village after the other because of the nature of Igbo indigenous political system and structure. So, having established
Thank you. As if you know,
this what was known as indirect rule. In the north, it worked. The emirs became part of British rule. They already had authority. They were put in their place. In Yoruba land, the Obas became part of British administration. In Igbo land, where there wasn't a strong history of centralized authority, the British created what they called the Warrants Chief system. So they could come to your village and say,
my bank account is very fat.
My brother, you look like a strong man. They make you a warrant chief, And they are establishing new forms of authority that is not part of indigenous political systems and so on. So the Igbo, in many ways, resisted. And one of the most important forms of resistance came in 1929 with the 1929 women's revolt, right? Which occurred throughout eastern Nigeria. And women, in their thousands, rebelled against the British.
They can't solve where they solve. Outside gate,
what is important
in
is
the rain,
what became
in the coat, and in the sun.
That it is the Igbo resistance that
go back me. I mean, I expose myself to armed robbers to come and shoot me. No.
They gave up on the indirect rule system and in place of native administration. That's how they began to create native coups, right?
Now you go carry go young down.
Okay,
I beg you. What about the notice we put outside?
British colonial policy. We got to think about that. How did this inform what became critical to understanding Igbo and other societies with the appointment of and commissioning of studies that today constitute what is known as intelligence reports. It was in the aftermath of the 1929 women's revolt. What I'm trying to emphasize is that the Igbo impact was not just local, right? It shaped British colonial policy throughout tropical Africa. I'm going to end by encouraging you to, if you haven't read it, the Igbo experience during the war gave us opportunity to think.
1 year, 2 years experience. When you want to carry all those kind of 1, 2 years, then just they start now.
Sort of the ingenuity of the Igbo people I'm very sure some of you who are young
to do the job.
will need to read about the Biafra War. But I want to point to a publication that came out during the war known as Ahena Declaration. I'm emphasizing that because today I read the Ahena Declaration as a manifesto, just as you will read every other manifesto.
Yes.
Or the Arusha Declaration in Tanzania by Nyerere.
Let me enter the area.
Ahena Declaration unique. It's not just about the political philosophy and ideas, but it is a sort of an indigenous development ideology that moves away from Western development ideas and ideals to one that encourages indigenous development.
And you just the one when you want on we put an inside house and the other one
go. Please.
What is important?
I just want a
I assign this to
all I
my
need
students
is
in the
a
United
house
States.
help, house maid,
Read
and
Ahena
someone
Declaration.
who will be doing chores in the
Read
house.
Arusha Declaration in Tanzania.
No, I know what you want. I know what you want. What you want is
the indigenous ideas
very, very, very possible.
Differ from
we will enter
ideas. And what
social media.
This would have made a difference, right?
Facebook,
Biafra has
number one, we'll enter Facebook and do the application for inside Facebook, and then we'll enter WhatsApp.
Eastern region,
when you said in WhatsApp,
the fastest
all
growing
of them really will come
developing economy in the whole of the developing world, including Asia.
Where the house is able to do all the domestic thing and the
revolution and things.
Get me a house help.
How did that happen?
You cannot do it.
Even though the war kind of ended that development and ideas. What is important is then is what can we draw from these past ideas and Igbo contributions to the new world in terms of building a viable society and culture in Igbo land.
We'll do it.
What lessons can we in understanding ourselves and understanding what we have to do and the pride we can take in attempting to rebuild our own society looking on the past. So I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to ask you to ask any questions if you have. Thank you very much.
Power in my hands. The job is yours. The job is yours. You know, just go home. Don't worry about anything. Just go home and wait. I'll get back to you on SMS, email, and even voicemail. Yes, just for you're going to hear my message for the job resumption. You're already waiting already. Didi, see, by the time you go, by tomorrow, to even show you that this thing is real, by tomorrow you're going to see your face on a national newspaper. Yes. Just open to the column of a job to find job and collect job collection column. You're going to see your face there and bam on the front page of national newspaper, and you will be popular in the among vendors.
I hope so. I trust you.
I hope say don't forget to come back for this yes tomorrow.
Let me go, you know. Don't worry.
I like you. I see. One small, one life food.
Good afternoon. Okay, I don't come home.
I beg, helps me with the job. You know, say now, carry one mudu, now 1,200 naira. Plantain 3 like this 200. So, if you calculation all the things that I bring, if I'm body ready, please, that's why I bring it so that you can help me with this job. I have importance for the job. Oh, thank you.
Tonight, we're going to be making a review of the by-elections and some of the reactions that have trailed of one of the election observers in the country, Yaga Africa, says that Nigeria must move beyond holding relatively peaceful election to process that inspire trust and confidence in the electoral system.
Why they carry all these kind of
Yaga Africa program director earlier on Channels Television says overall it was a relatively peaceful process.
I think you like coach, we go to job
constituencies in some states where there were issues of thugs trying to disrupt the process.
For what? I tell you bring 500,000.
And he says we need to move beyond just having a relatively peaceful process to a process that can inspire trust in the system.
Our people talk saying that waiting person gets now you give and beg.
Your money now 500,000.
That sort of reactions get our attention because these sort of elections are preparatory to future elections. We're hearing on analyses on television and in press statements what civil society organizations and politicians are saying about Saturday's election. Let's get one of opposition voices tonight. I'm being joined by a chieftain of the NNPP, Chief Buba Galadima, who is live for us here in our studio. Haji Galadima, it's good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
What's your view about the conduct of the by-election held on Saturday?
Well, the by-elections had come and gone, except it's been trailed by so many issues, depending from which side. In the first place, I want to make a very, very important issue out of these by-elections. In fact, all of them were conducted illegally.
Really?
By INEC.
How do you mean?
Because when a vacancy occurs, INEC is under obligation to the by-election within 3 months.
In the image of Gary,
some of the by-elections are being held 2 years after.
Which one?
With the blood and water of Jesus.
For example, the ones in Kano, or at least the one in Kano. 2 years, because it was an election that was declared inconclusive by the APC in 2003. 3, 4, 5. So, if the judiciary is upcoming, and if anybody goes to court to challenge those elections, they could be declared null and void, because that is what the Constitution says, not even the Electoral Act.
Vacation? But we never discussed that.
Why are you saying this now? Why is everyone not talking about it?
Because there aren't politicians in the country.
From you and your so-called son.
Only usurpers in politics.
Let's hold on.
There aren't politicians. There are only opportunists in politics.
Your own son?
But
people who have stolen part of
you're a politician.
No, I'm a bad one.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's why I have not been even a councillor throughout my life, despite the struggle.
Stop that!
It's electable.
Stop that!
And also appointable.
I mean, what is giving that kind of impression that I have a mistress out there?
No, she was elected. She was not
want to make a married man that
she was appointed. It means she must have taken salary.
If not a mistress out there.
Which she has never done.
I just want to leave this house for you.
And even
go to a serene environment
her
where
parting
I can have peace,
gift,
where I will not be reminded on daily basis that I have a son
up to now,
who I must over-pamper just to prove that I love him.
In the Emak.
That's why I'm leaving.
Because she's your daughter?
Yes.
Are you a bad man? Why are they refusing?
In the Nigerian sense, in the Nigerian context, I'm a worst man, not even a bad man.
Stop that! Oh, stop that nonsense! Stop that rubbish.
Nigeria doesn't.
Must you involve my mother in issues that concerns us? Why?
Somebody who will look at Akimbole straight into the eye and tell him what he doesn't want to hear.
Call him magistrates.
But the truth.
I mean, you were saying that the reason why anybody has not really spoken up about the conduct of the by-elections before now is because you don't think that politicians are...
Because they are only opportunists in politics.
What's the meaning of that? Who are you?
Let me come down.
Let me come down.
Let's look at
Stop that.
Before, when INEC was INEC,
I'll shoot you.
when politicians start to hit the politics, they come out and warn them that it is they have not allowed politicking. Would it be worse? What is happening? The politicking that is going on now, just 2 years into the life of this administration. Look at the politicking that is happening. When INEC doesn't even have the muscle and the guts to call politicians into order, because people in government are the ones that started. So how do you expect a free and fair election under these people?
Are you blaming this present INEC of incapacity to conduct free and fair elections?
If they can't stop politicians from gate crashing or jumping the gun, how do you think they will have the liver to conduct a free and fair election?
I'm telling you, you're a dream.
You, in your own estimation, if they just can't say, look, Mr. Man, stop. It is not yet time for politics. It's time for governance.
When you dream like that, say,
that is why some of us are keeping quiet. We are waiting for the D time, and when we start, the world will know that we are here.
Hey, young lady, who are you?
You mean NNPP?
Yes.
Yeah, young lady.
The ones
when from politics.
Some months now.
So,
Okon.
Yes.
But it doesn't have to be about politicking. We talk about, we're talking about an election now. We could talk about governance. We could talk about so many other things. But the question is,
people are promoting candidates than the election. Even looking for second term. I'm twisting people to join them.
When you hire them, see as you shot rich.
Because they think that only by twisting people and bringing in governors, you can win election. Don't you think that's a fallacy? How many governors in Nigeria on the free and fair election can win election?
20,000. I even give my team join her.
You give her your team?
Yes.
So how do they win elections?
And something. Okon.
Oh, you don't know how they do it?
Give them their 2,000 naira and their thing. Whatever they
go to APC in Kano, they will teach you how to do it.
Oh, but I thought NNPP won election in Kano.
We won both, but they've taken one.
I can guarantee.
Because they said at least they deserved one.
And which one is that?
The Sanyawa, Unchi, Ogari.
Okay.
State constituency.
Oh, you thought NNPP would have swept everything?
We have swept everything because in our constituency, this election, we got 5,600 and something, while APC got only 265. Yet they declared themselves winners.
Will you shut up?
And when at 2 a.m. we called our people in that constituency, how did it go? They said, oh, we won the election. Was it announced? They said no. That the electoral officer said he will take the results to be announced in Kano. I just held my head. Oh God. So everything that we told you, you didn't do. Just for them to come to Kano, and they now start saying that they start cancelling results at state level. Which electoral law, which part of the electoral law says that the commissioner, the INEC commissioner is in a position to cancel the results that were announced at the polling booth? They're now asking us to go to court because they own the courts. Or they have money to buy the courts.
My mother in the village.
Is this the kind of Nigeria that we are looking for?
I was even,
I don't know where this impression comes from that there is a possibility of the structure of the NNPP to join the APC in Kano.
Well, I'm just hearing this from your mouth.
What about Rabi Kwankwaso?
Is the strongest political Iroko in this country today because he dared the APC and he defeated them to their game.
In Kano?
Yeah. Well,
okay, fine. That's the only state.
That's the only place we conducted. We canvassed for votes for the by-elections. If all politicians in Nigeria would be like Okonkwo, then nobody can do the nonsense they are thinking they can do.
So what about the talks about Kwankwaso going to the APC?
I say these are things that you people in the press and social media are saying. Let anybody come out and tell me that he met Kwankwaso and canvassed him, or persuaded him, or coerced him.
Maybe you are not aware that there are plans to bring him to the APC.
Well, I assume if anybody talks to him about that, I ought to know.
Are you the closest to him?
I may not be. But politically, I think he can confide many things to me.
You don't
complain
about the possibility.
So now let me
this is my eye level. I don't see anything.
Why can't we Nigerians look at issues dispassionately? How can Okonkwo be a friend of the APC when they are going to Kano?
My friend, come on, the way you be like World Gecko.
Appointing 2 emirs in one town. There is a federal government emir and there is a state emir. Who is got the responsibility to appoint the emirs and pay them their salary?
I don't see anything safe. My friend, come on.
Did the federal government appoint any emir?
They have their emir now. They have
appointed by
less
federal
than
government.
40 less than 40
And they look for house girls. They look for
mobile police guarding their own emir. And when people are being even out in some local in Kano, they are killing people, taking their handsets. And the police is tied up.
I don't know.
I don't ashamed.
But I mean,
I see now. This is my testimony. See, this I know all this morning. I collect money for your I collect something. Young man, you are my witness. I collect money for your
halfway.
I collect money for your
to suggest.
I collect something.
A court, not the executive arm of government.
But everybody knows, according to Justice Ricky Faye and what do you call him, that federal high courts have no business in determining chieftaincy matters. It was a state matter when they discussed the issue of Umoh and the emir of Muri versus late Colonel Madaki, both of them late.
And you're here for.
It was a settled matter by the Supreme Court.
So you blame Tinubu for that?
Who will I blame? Was it not Tinubu that appointed the solution?
Okay, you know,
in the first place, was he not the one that canvassed for Sunusi to be made emir?
300 years. Anything that would
let him come out and tell you that he didn't, and I will give him instances.
You are trying to call my ancestor. Who lives for 300 years?
This accusation that you are making that
I'm not making an accusation, I'm making statements of facts.
You're saying that
he knows that he did that.
That you're saying that the federal government is.
Oga, thank you, sir. God will bless you. Hey, he does not know what this job does for me.
Young lady, my husband already told me everything about you. And so, what is your name?
My name is Teresa, but you can call me Terry.
It's okay. Your name is Terry. You're welcome. I hope you know the work very well. You know how to cook? Alright. This is my son. My one and only son. I will joke with him. Whenever that makes him happy, makes me happy. And whenever that makes him happy, makes me happy. So you have to treat him very well. Speak good English to him. So get me? came and I treated him well. Treats well. One boy. Okay, well, I don't like him. So you know what Mumu before? He didn't get anyone again. Eh? It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. You already know your place, right? So you go in and you change this your attire. What your attire is supposed to put on. Right? And go in. God blesses you. God blesses you, sir. Good.
Hey! Destabilizing Kano.
Yes.
How can the president
using the police and security agencies
to destabilize the state?
You see that in that Gary election in Sanyawa, the commissioner of police came out to say that elections were conducted peacefully, free, and fair. But because they wanted to kill Kano people, because they know that if they do that, Kano people may react. So they received an instruction from here to declare an APC march with the 2023 results. Because they said there was violence. When the violence was noticed at the INF headquarters in Kano, not at the polling booth where the elections were conducted.
But I imagine that Kano, the emir of Kano, that's
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What did I just do now? Sorry.
What is the meaning of this? Huh? Terry, is this why I employed you to this house?
No, he does not deploy me because of dancing.
Terry, keep quiet! I can see it's overfeeding that is causing this nonsense in this house. From this moment to the rest of today, none of you will eat again in this house. Jesus, have I made myself clear?
No.
Madam, please, for the sake of humanity, please, I beg you, I get ulcer, please.
Okon.
Yes.
If I hear pim from you again, I will make it one.
Madam, thank you. You say pim, and I am not a referee. I beg. I am not going to say pim. I want to express myself. So, Madam,
Okon! Go and open the gate for me, right now. I said, open the gate!
Sorry. Forget I died myself.
Okon!
Yes, Madam, please, just excuse, just 1 minute, please. Okay.
Open that gate for me.
Okay,
and don't keep me waiting.
Sorry. Madam, I beg, no. Yes.
Okon, you have too much overdoing. Why you tie it? Let me help you.
Madam, no, go. Madam.
You go like this, I cannot help you.
Okay.
Come here.
stool is one of the most revered, historically, religious-wise. Why are the elders and the leaders in the north not intervened in that matter?
Look, Shaun, maybe you're a small boy.
I am actually.
She does not have
So you can't understand.
at all.
Some of the things you elders do.
Yes.
Some of how you have destroyed this country.
She's our madam.
Maybe.
In my place. I got a woman.
Because I'm imagining that how
let me tell you.
You know what they say in the Yoruba language. There's a proverb that says, the elders will not be in the marketplace and allow the head of the child turn northwards. And this is what it means, that the elders will not be available. Will not be around and allow things to go wrong. And that's the reason why I'm asking. You are one of the elders of the north. Why are they allowing what is going on?
Let me tell you, if you can just volunteer to tell me your village, there is a story I want to tell you.
In Kwara.
Huh?
My village in Kwara.
Where in Kwara?
It's in the Rachael local government area. I don't know if you know the place. It's one of the most historically notable places in Nigeria, actually. And you're welcome, royalty too, so you need to be careful.
Let me tell you.
You need to be careful the way you talk to me. Or I banish you. I have the blue blood running in my veins, Dad.
You know,
that one.
I had gone of a relay and other places, so I had to pass your place to reach there. So let me tell you now.
You know where Bishop Oyedepo is from?
Yes. All the rich people in Lagos are from Kwara.
Yeah, we own Kwara.
All the rich people in Lagos
are Kwara people own Lagos, actually.
Thank you very much. You know that I should know. Because I'm a politician.
You know. You're very right.
If I can go beyond the referendum and talk to you about offer and a relay, you know that I know the place very well.
You shall not be banished.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Look.
She's a witch.
There is no elder.
See that woman? She's a
there is no big man except the man that holds an instrument of authority or the man who has a deep pocket. These are the elders. So forget about elder based on white hair. I am nothing.
And on the 6th day, God created man.
There is the ACF, the Iowa Consultative Forum. There is the Northern Elders Forum. There are all of these forums that are supposed to be the conscience of the region, which in a case like that,
you don't rest.
Imagine.
When you have money from that, they God no rest again. You see anywhere forever.
Do they have money? So do they have instrument of coercion?
Just like the Bible says, money answers all things.
No, man,
that's where we are now.
Woman,
so
I want to warn you that if your son becomes Oga, you better prostrate before him. Because don't say because I'm his father. You will be miraculously surprised what will happen.
That's what money has done in our society.
Yes.
So money is the root of the evil that we are seeing in the north, and that's why things are going wrong.
The emir that is being held at the house belongs to the government of Kano. If Kano wanted to take over their house, they were physically stopped by the military and the police. If you erode the powers of the government of Kano, it doesn't occur to people that you are also eroding your own powers. So you mean there is nobody at national level to tell them this?
How do you think this can best be resolved?
They are keeping the emir because they thought that the emir can help them in an election. And I want to assure you that emirs in Kano never helped anybody from NPC 1954 to date in any election in Kano. We won the election without an emir putting a mouth. So why are they wasting their resources?
What is the factor that helps to win elections in Kano?
Radicalism. Change.
The one that we see in the CI movement, led by Okonkwo.
Because they see it, they ask the dog that there is festivity going on in your house. He said, I've not seen it on the ground. Because if there is a festivity going on, the dog will pick some bones and some meat. But in the case of Okonkwo, the only politician in Nigeria that is standing today, they have seen it. As an ordinary person, last week, Okonkwo graduated 100 people who did in Kano, and people from all over the nation, not only Kano indigents, in hospitality and management, because he thought that in this part of the country, people are not trained in hospitality. And it was only some few months that Okonkwo admitted in Mayor University here in Kano, where he has a share. He has admitted 4 students from every state of the federation, 37 states. 37 states, 4 people, 2 female, 2 male, free, and it was a competitive exam. Even if my son sits for that exam, if he doesn't win, he can't get admission. Now, let me add, even if it's Okonkwo's son, which politician in Nigeria cares for them and thinks for them?
My money!
No, but Nigerians, they don't like themselves.
Stole my money, Terry!
They follow what they will eat now. Spaghetti, 200 naira. I learned one minister promoted them, that this time they will give them 2,000. But we learned in Kaduna, votes were bought for 25,000 naira each.
In the by-election?
Yes, in the by-election.
And you saw it?
You didn't see them sharing the money. Right. You are not current in the social media.
Oh,
you better go back to
you even do more social media than me.
Yes.
Wow. That's
yes. Good. But in Kano, we didn't give 1 penny because the people see it as their own war, their own battle to better themselves.
What do you tell them? You brainwash them or what?
No, they see it on the ground. We give them health care, we give them schools, we give them scholarship, we do this, we train them how to make a living, we train them and we train their children skill acquisition. What else do they need?
But in the scheme of things with what is going on, there's a whole lot of opposition talking about this government of the day and assessing what the government has done, the governance, the performance of government based on the promises made, and the opposition is coming together, and we imagine that Rachael Okonkwo and your likes are going to also join forces with the ADC and the opposition coalition.
Shaun, you wanted to get a word out of my mouth. You cannot.
No.
What do you mean?
We have not made any statement as to where we are heading.
Except the one that you make.
I say, and we are positive in our minds that wherever we go,
see, for me,
that
so you think that we don't have reason to say, okay, I don't want to work here.
The federal government of Nigeria will be formed under that canopy.
I just decided to cool my temper
and I have said times without number that it is not time to talk. Why are these people running up and down doing politicking? It's because they have no base. They don't understand politics. I said times without number here before you that opposition do not start a marathon race. By the time you are finishing, you must have been exhausted and get tired. So what the opposition does is a straight 100-meter dash.
You want to do something?
What do you do now? Is consultation at the table. For example, when I was coming,
I say I carry best and I carry swap.
I even brought a membership card for you for the NNPP.
Whatever you want to do with the boy.
For me?
Yes, I will canvass you and I will give you secretly. Unfortunately, I've made it public, so I will not.
What you need to do right now is just for you to be
So, sir, it is us. It is us that know this game, not those charlatans, opportunists
before we move.
that are running helter-skelter. They've seen the results now.
Where?
We didn't say anything and we won.
In Kano. With NNPP was not.
That is a litmus test. You do experiment.
With Kano.
Anything in life. The Igbo man started aeroplane one day. He started 747.
So the question I was asking you is the position of NNPP in the manner in which our country is going right now. You don't seem to have a say, right? Because it does look like NNPP.
We don't seem to say, not that we don't seem to not have a say.
You're not talking about what the government is doing or what is not doing. Your party.
But you see our hands. You don't need to see. You don't need to hear us. You know, when some people were accusing General Abacha, I was one of the people closest to it. You come and talk for 10 hours. General Abacha will not utter a word. You go, you don't know what he will do. You just see his hands working on your suggestion, whether positively or negatively.
So that's what NNPP is doing?
Of course, because we are the people that will determine who will be the president of Nigeria in 2027.
So is that why you are planning to go to the APC?
Which APC?
To join Bola Tinubu.
You want me to tell you yes or no? I'm not ready to mention anything.
But I thought
we are politicians. I say
you used to be my friend.
We can even talk to the devil.
Really?
Yes.
You used to be my friend. What changed?
We are still friends.
I mean, so why wouldn't you be talking to me?
In private, when you sign my membership card, I can now take you in confidence.
I don't even.
Because blood is thicker than water.
Like, you know, I would take that because I don't belong to any political party.
If the offer is not correct, you will not take. But if the offer is correct, the Nigerian.
No, you know me by now. I'm not an easy man like that. So when it comes to political party affiliation, I don't have one.
We will test you.
Me?
Yes.
Several governments have.
No.
I still remember who I am.
Them.
No,
you don't believe in their.
I've decided.
Don't believe in their power.
This is my evangelism, and I'm sticking to it. And I think that this is the way to serve. But the question here, how is the country going? Are you
badly?
Really?
Are you happy?
I'm asking you.
No, you are a Nigerian.
I'm a journalist.
Journalist is not a Nigerian.
He's a Nigerian, but I don't have opinion in this sense.
You don't have an opinion. You don't go to the same market.
I do.
You do?
But you are supposed to be the one saying it, not me talking about it. I should be asking you.
Why should I think I'm better than you?
No, but
I've got more responsibility to the people, to the country more than you.
No, I have a responsibility. My responsibility is to hold the government accountable. But I'm asking.
Are you holding them accountable?
We try to do that.
They are rigging elections. What did you say?
Is that not the reason why we are here to review it? Elijah, what's going on in this government?
Look, I'm going to do a one-man protest at the National Assembly.
Why?
Because I don't believe in the constitutional amendment they are doing, especially the issue of state police. It is, if they want to state police, let them just table a law, amend the constitution. Whoever wants to leave Nigeria should go.
What happened?
Is that not too harsh?
It's better than for us to fight. Because if there is a state police, you may not go to Para.
They talk sometimes like somebody who has.
We've seen it happen now. People don't know. They should be told. Young people don't understand. Because we have challenges of security now, does not mean that we will mortgage our future.
What did you do? You must have done something and the boy.
When the boy
let's wrap up quickly. And I wanted you to talk about what is going on in Nigeria and the way forward.
No, what is going on is very easy. What this government is planning is to rig election in 2027.
They
told you that?
They didn't go outside.
From their antics.
And I need yes.
And they say it.
When
they go to a governor to ask him to decamp,
I have to deal with that
if you don't decamp, we will take away the power from you. Not that we will get you to be voted out.
Now, you want to lose this.
That's what they do. And they don't understand.
They told NNPP that.
Which NNPP? Does it have to? You think only NNPP? You brought me here because you thought I'm a national figure that can be listened to.
Yeah, you are.
So my ears are wide open.
So is there hope that things can get better?
When we teach them lesson.
And that's
when they can't get when they can't get what they've bargained for. Let me tell you that the first problem of this government is that they will be fighting civil servants. All the civil servants will fight them.
Will help you with
all the contractors when it is time will fight them. Because you go to anywhere, the contractors will tell you only one man is being paid money.
Even if she's back close to Passer.
And that they worked for 7-8 months, they have never been paid. You are a journalist. Go and do investigative journalism. All these are potential enemies that will show their true color at the worst hour.
Alaji Ruwa Galadima, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure having you join us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but you have not. These by-elections is a pointer to the fact that the APC can be challenged and can be defeated.
Thank you so much for coming tonight. I appreciate it. It's good to see you again, sir.
State Affairs with Edmond Okonkwo.
Hey, you stupid idiot! What are you doing here?
Morning, sir!
Hey, shut up! Don't need that your stupid nonsense, ill-mannered.
Welcome to another class of
Is this your duty post? I told you to make some delicious for me before leaving the house, but what did you come here to do? You came here and
in today's class,
with this animal.
we will be looking at the Okaku, military revolution, and the laws of motion.
Maduka, are you talking?
That is the subject of this class.
Yes, sir.
The Okaku,
Maduka,
military revolution, and the laws of motion.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, sir.
If you remember that
No, sir.
night, it was a night heavy with melodies of change in the arena of the coup plotters. What happened that night? Soldiers moved in the shadows. Their boots were silent on the hot Nigerian soil. These soldiers had a dream.
What impetus? What more?
It was a dream to reshape Nigeria. But I hope you know, dreams can turn to dust before the sun rises. This is the story of the Okaku.
Are you
A
crazy?
bold strike,
Yes, sir.
a strike of revolution.
Raise your hands up.
But it came with a heavy price.
And now open your mouth.
It is the price of failure.
Is that the length you can go? No.
It was
Is that the
in
extent,
April
is that
1990.
the elastic limit of the width of your mouth?
A group of young military officers,
Open it wide.
led by Major
I didn't say
Gideon
make a sound. I
Okon.
said open your mouth wide.
But behind the scene, they say the leader
I
of the
test it
coup
this way.
is Colonel Inyang.
Love this.
But Major Gideon Okon announced the coup. He that announces the coup is not necessarily the leader of the coup, but he can also be the leader
of the coup. That is not in contention now.
Hey, shut up, you.
But Major Gideon Okon announced the coup.
It's
okay, honey. Don't
He
break
that
sweat. Don't break
announces the
sweat over
coup
this idiot.
is not necessarily the leader of the coup.
You see,
But he
I'm
can
doing
also
you a
be the
favor.
leader.
You're too
of the coup.
light-skinned, you know, and I want you
That is
to
not in contention now.
kneel right in the scorching sun so that you can have some.
So on the
level
22nd of April,
I think it will be good for
1990,
But those kids are idiots.
this group of young military officers decided to take action. They were tired of corruption. They were tired of leaders who cared more for power than the people they governed. They believed Nigeria needed a fresh start. Their plan was simple: seize control, remove the government,
I think if I'm not
and
mistaken,
begin
I heard
anew.
you say you can do deep tissue
On the
massage.
9th of April 22nd, 1990, they struck gunfire echo in Lagos. Babangida ran helter-skelter on the 9th of April 22nd, 1990. They struck gunfire echo in Lagos. Babangida ran helter-skelter. Tanks rode onto the streets. The rebels took over radio stations announcing their revolution to the nation. It's like we act for the people, they declare. No more oppression, no more lies. Does that remind you of the Igboegwu coup of 1966? Somehow, both coups have been tagged revolutionary coup.
Enough of that.
Why? It's about the Gideon Okaku, military revolution, and the laws of motion. For a few hours, it seemed like victory was near for the coup.
Walk on your knees, come this way.
But in a twist of fate, the course of history was redefined. It was the fall.
Yes, sir.
Dreams came crumbling, and the coups ran helter-skelter. It is about power. Who gets what? Why? If you listen to the coup speech, the lever, by Gideon Okon, the detail why they struck.
Unfortunately, Maduka, you're an idiot.
It's a different coup.
I don't know why.
It is the only coup that stands out in the history of Nigeria. It stands out because the intention was to break up the country. These coups were mainly from the minority zones of Nigeria. They refused dominance and they decided to strike. They almost got Babangida. They almost killed him because they killed his ADC. Babangida escaped by the whisker. Abacha rose to the challenge. Military revolution and the laws of motion. It's about power. It's about politics. Look, I have talked about this book before. It is entitled Destiny Anchored on Faith. The story of General Oladipo Dio. It's a book written by Oluronti Afowowe, Dr. Oluronti Afowowe. In Dr. Oluronti Afowowe's book, he talks about the Okaku. He explains how Dia paid the price too. So, as we walk down history lane, it is better we learn from them. Dr. Oluronti Afuowe is the author of Destiny Anchored on Faith, the story of General Oladipo Dia. The Gideon Oka coup of 1990 changed everything in Nigeria's military politics. I want to read a book to you. The author says, on April 19th, 1990, there was a botched coup d'etat. The execution of the coup, generally called the Oka coup, was very ferocious. Many lives were lost. The significance of the coup was that it gave political expression to the resentment of the minority ethnic groups against the perceived Hausa Fulani hegemonistic control of political power in Nigeria. I just read from the book Destiny Anchored on Faith, the story of General Oladipo Dia, written by Oluronti Afuowe. He is my guest on State Affairs. Dr. Afuowe, it's good to have you on State Affairs.
It's a pleasure to be your guest. I'm very grateful.
You know, while reading this book and I came to this chapter where you talked about the Oka coup, it reminded me of a coup that had the capacity to change the ethnic argument in Nigeria. Let's reflect on that coup. How did that coup change military politics in this country?
We need to have a sense of history to be able to appreciate what the Oka coup did to Nigerian politics and indeed Nigerian military. There was a semblance of unity within the military. I mean, by virtue of their training, orientations, the military were supposed to be, in quote, highly patriotic human beings who do not have ethnic sentiments. But what happened, beginning from the first coup of January 15, 1966, we began to see semblance of disunity, in quote, within the military, where we have people from a particular section. But if you really investigate the coup of January 15, 1966, you will discover that it was not as if that it was conceived as an ethnic coup. It was because of the conspiratorial nature of coups that you speak with people that you are trusted that eventually accumulated into what you call the coup of January 15, 1960. And if you look at the return march, you also discovered that it was again in quotes Hausa Fulani coup. And when you look at composition of people, the major people that carried out the coup, they were particularly from a particular section of the country, and the victims were also from a particular section of the country. But this thing was not giving concrete concretization in one sense to be able to say, oh, these are sectional ethnic oriented armies that we have in Nigeria. But what that coup did was to put everything on table. For the first time, we had official categorical statement from a rank of Nigerian, a section of Nigerian military, saying that indeed some people are unjustly dominating Nigerian state, and therefore, in fact, it wanted them out of Nigeria. Of course, this was a kind of rebellion, and at the end of that coup, the Nigerian military was not to be the same again.
Was that coup a form of revolution?
In a sense, it's a revolution. It's a revolution because it wants to change the existing order. The thing is that what we need to now evaluate is whether that revolution was a well-prepared one, whether it has the capacity, the machinery with which to change society. Because we are talking about just a section, exclusive section of society being conscientized in quote the officers concerned, not the rank and file of the state.
It was a coup to fight for minority rights in Nigeria.
Very correct.
And
the plan was to cut out the Fulani Hausa section of Nigeria out of the country. Yes, that was the plan. Leaving the Middle East and the southern Nigeria to remain in Nigeria.
State Affairs with NYW is live.
So that I can retain here and remain here and make money and send to you in the village. Mama, but how did you location me here? Because I'm not the day you called me, I told you how did you location me?
Said, of course, there were powerful non-state political actors in the background. Yeah, breathing down heavily on the government. Early in 1993, a delegation of the Center for Democratic Studies visited the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Dasuki, on a transition sensitization visit. After the formalities, the hall was cleared, and the Sultan requested the representatives of the management of the CDS to advise Babangida not to proceed with the election because, according to him, neither MKO Abiola nor Bashir Tofa was qualified to be the president. The management of CDS replied that it was already late to stop the process because the candidates were already on the campaign trail and the nation was expectant. The Sultan said that if the management of CDS could not advise President Babangida to stop the election, he would do himself.
Yes.
That is the Sultan here.
Yeah. There were what I would call powers behind the throne. Although the throne is higher than everybody, but there are also powers behind who, interestingly, were stronger than the throne, more powerful than the throne.
Can the Sultan be that powerful?
It could be that powerful religiously. He is taken as the head of all Muslims. So that's one area where he could exercise that power and influence. The other is, we said at the beginning that a lie is something you lie because you want to benefit from it. So, or you lie, or you believe a lie because it agrees with what you also want, what you were thinking before. So, if the Sultan tells Babangida something that agrees with what Babangida wanted, of course, they are collinear. They are in agreement, and therefore he would obey. And I think that there was a lot of that because spiritual leader, but as we say in politics, there's also politics behind the scene, which sometimes determines issues more than the politics on the scene. That's what we call the it's something, there are things that nobody is ever told. Politics works at night most of the time, and politicians are night animals.
Yeah.
So, and you never, there are no minutes of such meetings, and the minutes are in the minds of the participants. So it's a question of what's going on, which is not in the public domain.
Why the night? Because as a political reporter, I won't find myself walking at night to know what the politicians are doing. Why do they like the night?
They like the night most of the time because they want to exclude other people. women have been complaining that one of the reasons women are not part of, many in politics is that it's a nocturnal game. And they are not given to that kind of thing. Second reason why it is a night game is that usually after the official meeting that they hold, if you find politicians say, "Hi, how are you? Very good. Where are you going now?" "I'm going home." "Okay, we'll see you later." There's going to be another meeting.
What can you take away from that statement by the Sultan? Do you now feel that the North was afraid
what is the need
of
this
the coming of Abiola?
What is the need of this thing you did at this market today?
From what
How could you just
the
embarrass
Sultan
me
was
before me?
alleged to have said at the meeting with CD,
I'm talking to you.
it was.
Are you out of your senses?
He felt
Are you
that
out of your mind?
not just
You
the
don't know who
North,
it is?
but also himself
You don't expect me to know the
will not benefit from a southern president. At least not benefit maximally from a southern president.
Has
And
jealousy
so
clouded your brain that you don't have any
he
sense
would
of
also,
familiarity anymore?
just like
that nothing seems
ABA,
familiar to you, even
would
yourself?
also want Babangida that he knows to continue. So the devil you know is better than the one you don't know.
But Abiola was their friend.
I didn't know that.
Abiola was their friend.
But that does not
There's
stop
also
her from being a
limit.
suspect.
There are gradations of friendship,
I don't trust you.
hierarchies of friendship.
You better go and apologize to her.
Abiola
You better go and apologize to her because if not my friendship with the husband, you'd have been dealt with ruthlessly for embarrassing someone's wife in
to
the
the
public.
Sultan
Are you insane?
and Babangida.
But Babangida is not a Fulani.
And if you're the one who is a fool.
It's not a Fulani, although at some point he also claimed that he was Fulani from Sokoto. So there was an attempt to be. And if there is that attempt, there will be no limit to such attempts
Make sure you regret the
to be accepted.
Nonsense. Fool. Nonsense.
Yeah, they buffoon. They are not all right. No, see the Uganda man.
Idi Amin.
Hey, look at. They are not all right. In civilized places, they could not be local government head or chairman. So we put the wrong people in the apex position, and the thing is so confused. They sideline the accurately intelligent people. You see, we enthrone mediocres. As it's because of our system. We generally ascribe status, Africans, blacks, we attach importance to it. If you are a child of a natural ruler, a king or something, they assume that you are okay. But the white man and the Mongolian race, the Asians, what they do is to make sure that you achieve status. The more remarkable ones among them will be able to lead the German Mao of this world, the Churchill of this world, and so many others.
Do we still have that problem in Nigeria?
We have.
Do we still enthrone mediocres in Nigeria?
If you can use a word that is worse than mediocre, you have no clue. What type of country is that?
How
mediocres, we are there. There is something, and what is worse is that the people too are unconcerned.
That does not touch his.
Let me give you an example.
And he said you did.
People in Nigeria are unconcerned in the attitude of the black man. In the House of Representatives, somebody quoted figures how the
that means he had a
was
bad
padding money
and in that dream
legally.
he saw you. And because you appeared in
you
his
cannot
dream,
find
you
a
have to leave
country
this room
if
right
it's
now.
not a black country.
Yes.
And the house
Get over
Instead of explaining what happened, instead of the government probing it, the House voted and said the person is suspended for 1 year.
Is that part of the black man's dilemma you wrote about?
Dilemma. And then, it's not possible in many places. In Europe, they will rise like one man and then say, no, it's impossible. But we are here. Even the intelligent ones have been cowed down.
So is docility part of the black man's dilemma?
Yes, it's docility, like docile. We are not gifted. The most intelligent people are sidelined.
How come the most intelligent people continue to allow themselves to be sidelined?
Yes, because there's one point about that. This is a country, the black people, they are people generally who attach importance to ascribe status, not achieve status. The people who named they were inadequate, who are the helms of affairs in many African countries. They do everything desperately through coercion, through free use of public money to enrich themselves.
If you talked about intelligent ones being relegated to the background, does that make them intelligent? Can't they use their intelligence to upstage the so-called mediocres and take over the affairs of the state?
Yes, that is why those of them, they dehumanize many people. Those who are professionals, those who retire in the public service, they could hardly feed themselves. They take away their pension, they don't pay them in time. And at their old age, they suffer.
But the Likwayus that you have mentioned as inspirational leaders were leaders who took advantage of their intelligence, then deployed their intelligence to run in the state. How come in the case of Africa, we always find excuses for the so-called intelligentsias?
Gary, let me tell you, you can't wait in me at this. I see that's a
we are discussing the Okonkwo military revolution and the laws of motion. The Okonkwo came with a difference. You listened to Dr. Oluronti Afo, the author of the book Destiny Anchored on Faith, the story of General Ladipo Dia. The books mentioned on this show can be ordered from udarabooks.com. We are going to look at 6 books in this edition of the program, and 3 of the authors we feature. You've heard Oluronti Afo. I will also feature the author of the book Fellow Countrymen, the story of coup d'etat in Nigeria. I'm talking about Richard Akinola. Babangida was the target of the coup. We will look at Babangida's commentary on the coup as told in his book A Journey in Service, an autobiography. Richard Akinola was a journalist at the time when the Oka coup took place. He has a story to tell. Babafemi Ojudu also covered the Gideon Oka coup as a journalist. Babafemi Ojudu is the author of the book Adventures of a Guerrilla Journalist. He will be featuring on this edition of State Affairs.
Just because of another woman.
What made the Gideon Oka special? The Gideon Oka coup special.
I don't care. My mind
if you read Richard Akinola's book, He makes the point that this was a coup without difference in the sense that the coup brought excised 5 states out of the then 21 state structure of Nigeria.
Yes. Okay.
What the coupists wanted to do was to excise 5 states from the 21 states of Nigeria and tell them, go your way, we don't want you to be part of Nigeria anymore until you meet certain conditions.
Come back here.
That was special. Now let's look at the coup speech. The coup speech was broadcast on Radio Nigeria because the coupists captured the radio station. And Gideon Okon read the coup speech. He starts by saying, fellow Nigerian citizens, on behalf of the patriotic and well-meaning people of the Middle Belt and southern parts of this country, I, Major Gideon Gwazo Okon, wish to happily inform you of successful ousting of the dictatorial, corrupt, drug baronish, inhuman, sadistic, deceitful, homosexually centered, oligarchistic, and unpatriotic administration of General Ibrahim Babangida. Oka continues, we've equally commenced their trial for unabated corruption, mismanagement of the nation's economy, the murders of Delegiwa, the murders of Major General M.J. Vasa and other officers, as theirs was not an attempted coup, but mere intentions that were yet to materialize, and other human rights violations. So these coupists are speaking on behalf of Mama Vasa. We will talk about the Mama Vasa coup at some point. The Mama Vasa coup was the first coup that Babangida encountered as head of state. Mama Vasa was Babangida's friend. Babangida killed his friend for carrying out a coup. Gideon Oka and others are saying, no, there was no coup, that Mama Vasa did not plan any coup. So that was one of the reasons they also decided to topple Ibrahim Babangida. In the broadcast, Oka said that the National Guard, already in its formative stage, is hereby disbanded with immediate effect. Decrees number 2 and 47 are also hereby abrogated. We wish to emphasize that this is not just another coup, but a well-conceived, planned, and executed revolution of the marginalized and enslaved people of the Middle Belt and the South, with a view to freeing ourselves and children yet unborn from eternal slavery and colonization by a clique of this country. Who are the clique they are talking about? They named the 5 states that they didn't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. We'll get to that point. Look at another part of the coup speech.
Open the gate.
Oka said they've almost succeeded in subjugating the Middle Belt and making them voiceless, and are now extending same to the South.
What's the problem?
It is our unflinching belief that this quest for domination, oppression, and marginalization is against the wish of God, and therefore must be resisted with all vehemence.
I used to use the authority.
That is Oka
as the husband
reading
of the
out
house.
the school
When he
speech.
said, "I marry you, no, you marry him."
They
As
gave
the
some
husband
reasons
and man,
again.
and me too. When we say,
They
as a
said
man like me,
one of the reasons for the
equal
coup
right and justice,
is
that's
to
why I
stop
want to
Babangida's
open
desire
the gate. Please.
to firmly install himself as Nigeria's life president at all costs, and by so doing, retard the progress of the country for life. In order to be able to achieve undesirable goal of his, Babangida has evidently started destroying those groups and sections he perceived as being able to question his desire. Examples of such groups already neutralized, pitched against one another. They mentioned the Sokoto Caliphate, the Babangida installed an unwanted sultan. They are talking about Sultan Datsuki. You know, that when Abacha came, Abacha removed Datsuki and brought in
Both
Masilo.
of you are leaving my house right now.
So the Oka coups said the Sokoto Caliphate was being threatened. Then they talked about the destruction of the people of Plateau State. You see what is going on in Plateau at the moment? Perhaps these guys saw it coming. They saw the signs, so they wanted to liberate the Middle Belt and the South.
No, I don't talk. I'm talking now. You are talking. But let me tell you something. There is no difference between weekend and now.
So perhaps
and
the Okon saw it coming and they wanted to save the Middle Belt. They stated it clearly. It was clear in the coup speech. If you look at another part of the coup speech, they said another major reason for the change is the need to stop intrigue, domination, and eternal colonization of Nigerian state by the so-called chosen few. This is our view. This, in our view, has been responsible for 90% of our problems as Nigerians. Therefore, they state this cancerous domination has as a factor constituted a major and unpardonable flaw in the wheel of progress of the Nigerian state. It will suffice to mention a few distasteful intrigues engineered by this group of Nigerians in recent times. These, they said, one, the shabby and dishonorable treatment meted out to the longest serving Nigerian general in the person of Lieutenant General Dom Kadbali, who in actual fact had given credibility to the Babangida administration. Dom Kadbali is from the Middle Belt. Remember when Babangida came in, Dom Kadbali was the chief of defense staff. Dom Kadbali wanted to be the chief of army staff. Babangida refused. Babangida said, no, you be the chief of defense staff. Abacha was made the chief of army staff. It did not go down well with Dom Kadbali because he knew where the power lies. The power lies in the office of the chief of army staff. The power lies in the office. The ultimate power lies in the office of the commander-in-chief. Perhaps Babangida didn't trust him, so he wanted his man, Abacha, to man the office of the chief of army staff.
I'm so ashamed of how this marriage has turned out to be.
The coups were not happy about what happened
This is so irresponsible of
to
him.
Commando Ibitu Ukiwe. They said here, the disgraceful and inexplicable removal of Commando Ibitu Ukiwe, Professor Tam David West, Mr. Arrett Adams, and so on, from the service of the state to give way for the most part of the so-called Nigerian ruling elite.
Get him online, I want to speak with
They
him.
talked about what they called the new pervasive and ongoing retrenchment of Middle Belt and Southern from public offices and their instant replacement by the favored class and their stooges. They also mentioned the deliberate impoverishment of the people from the Middle Belt and South, making them walking ghosts and feeding on formulas of 010 or 000. That means 1 mil per day. The most controversial part of the coup broadcast is this part. Listen attentively. Are you there? It is Splash 105.5 FM, the integrity station. The program is State Affairs. Listen to this part.
Decided to insult and embarrass everything I do,
The state,
every decision I make in this house.
in the light of all the...
Is that why you left?
Yes, because I know she will never accept to leave the house. Of course, she has nowhere to go. So I better leave the house for her. As a matter of fact, I'm going to build a new house.
Ernest, I want you to put an end to this madness. Yes, I want you to stop this madness. Please.
I'm okay, I'm alright, I'm sane, I'm coordinated. I know what I'm doing. Mama, I want you to live a long life. I want to...
of the aforementioned aristocratic factor, the overall progress of the Nigerian state, a temporary decision to excise the following states from Nigeria. Now, these are the states they wanted out of Nigeria. They didn't want Sokoto to be part of Nigeria anymore.
I don't want this to continue.
They wanted Borno out of Nigeria. They wanted Katsina, Kanu, and Bauchi states out of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And they wanted that to come effect immediately until the following conditions are met. The conditions to be met to necessitate the reabsorption of the aforementioned states are as follows. To install the rightful heir to the Sultanate, Alhaji Masido, who is the people's choice. To send a delegation led by the real and recognized Sultan, Alhaji Masido, to the federal government to vouch that the feudalistic and aristocratic quest for domination and oppression will never be practiced in any part of Nigeria anymore. Are you there? Hey, we are looking at the Gideon Oka coup, military revolution, and the laws of motion. They said to send a delegation led by the real and recognized Sultan, Alhaji Masido, to the federal government to vouch that the feudalistic and aristocratic quest for domination and oppression will never be practiced in any part of the Nigerian state. They gave another condition: to reabsorb the 5 states that will be excised from the country. If you look at the condition, perhaps they just wanted those states to leave. And these are the core northern states. Nigeria had 21 states at that time.
Is that why you scored me?
21 states at that time.
Mama, please. I'm begging you.
They said in the coup speech,
Again, please.
by the same token, all citizens of the 5 states already mentioned, I've mentioned the states, Sokoto, Borno, Katsina, Kanu, and Bauchi state. It is said by the same token, all citizens of these 5 states are temporarily suspended from all public and private offices in the middle belt and southern parts of Nigeria until the aforementioned conditions are met. They are also required to move down to their various states within 1 week from today. They were making the announcement on the 22nd of April, 1990. So they gave Nigerians from these states 1 week to move back to Borno, Katsina, Bauchi. They said in the same vein, all citizens of the Middle Belt and the South are required to come back to their various states, pending when the so-called all-in-all Nigerians meet conditions that will ensure a united Nigeria. A word is enough for the wise. Gideon Okasar in the coup spake. This part is also interesting. They said we are fully in control of the situation as directed by God. All airports, seaports, and borders are closed forthwith. The former Armed Forces Ruling Council is now disbanded and replaced with National Ruling Council to be chaired by the head of state, service chiefs, Inspector General of Police, and one representative each from NLC, NUJ, NBA, and NANS. That also made their coup unique. So they wanted to bring the leadership of NUJ, NLC, NBA, and NANS to be part of the Executive Council. And they called it the National Ruling Council to be chaired by the head of state. So these were their intentions. They launched the coup and they wanted Babangida dead. They were able to kill Babangida's ADC, UK Bello. That's Lieutenant Colonel UK Bello. The Babangida security guards were able to whisk him out of his residence as the coupists were pounding his residence with bullets, shooting everything on sight. It is the coup of 1990. From reports, more than 40 soldiers were arrested when the coup failed, and they were executed. If you want to read the full coup speech that Gideon Okon delivered, you will find it in the book Fellow Countrymen, Story of Coup d'etats in Nigeria, a book written by the renowned journalist Richard Akinola. You will find the book on udarabooks.com. On udarabooks.com. In this book, you will also see the response of the federal government when the coup failed. It is a text of Admiral Augustus Ikomo. He made a broadcast on the outcome of the trial of Major Gideon Okon and others. Let's listen to my chart with Richard Akinola, the author of the book Fellow Countrymen, the story of coup d'etat in Nigeria. When Babangida met him at Radio Nigeria, why did we negotiate? By this time, the chief of army staff had given Babangida order to go and dislodge him. That was Danjuma was the chief of army staff. Yes. No, the way he negotiated. I was saying, are you not in a hurry to leave here? Your coup is failing.
I think I have added up.
It also tells me about
this insult is too much and I cannot take it anymore. I am leaving this out
under that kind of situation. One can imagine what they would do with it.
Sometimes, because one needs to sacrifice what soldiers at that level, how they think. Because go back to the Okon school, which is 35 years, and when Okon was at Browny camp, he refused to run. Once his comrade had disappeared, he waited for them to arrest him. And I recall that I covered the trial at Victoria Island, Air Force Base in Victoria Island, because I stood just in front of them when they were brought to the tribunal and they opened the tribunal. And they looked unfazed. In fact, from my contact in the prison, the day they were to be executed, when they were bringing them out, he was the one, according to the warders, he was the one telling them, raise up, guys. When they were being led to the execution.
Tell me about Okioka you saw at the court.
He was unfazed, he was unperturbed,
And from what I gathered, he said he was not going to say anything until Babangida comes to give evidence. That he wasn't going to say anything.
So he didn't say anything?
No. I saw people, young guys, Lieutenant Ode, Captain Imperi, and the rest of them. I saw them. Then Lieutenant Akogo, he was shot. Maybe when he was arrested. He came on a wheelchair. He was shot. He had a POP on his leg, and so I saw people who were just unfazed.
They say Inyam led the coup, but we call it the Oka coup.
Maybe because Oka was the one who announced the coup, but Inyam was the most senior.
I would love him more.
And even from the accounts of Captain Tolofari, I think Major Mukuro was actually the brain behind. It was the brain box of the coup itself. Very brilliant, intelligent officer.
But it was clear that coup wasn't going to fly.
I would take
considering the way the military is structured.
Right?
Yes. Because I think for them to excise some parts of the country, that was stupid.
And they didn't even have anybody that was in command of troops.
Yes, but you see, when you read that book again, Captain Tolofari, I read part of it. You see, they didn't have command, but they were able to break into the armory that morning, because I witnessed what was happening that day at my two. There was Ojo cantonment was in Battleground, and the signal barracks in my two. When they were shooting, they had to keep on dodging, and just to report live what was happening. So it was, and they broke into the armory. Both in
been 5 years
what's it called? Ikeja cantonment,
since
then
I
Ojo
got
cantonment.
married. Yet there is no sign of getting pregnant. Not even an ordinary miscarriage. God, what is really happening?
Yes, you can join
Please
the
help
discourse.
me. I need
You
children.
can contribute.
Even if it's a child.
The numbers to call.
Please give me the child, God.
694.
Even if it's one,
930.
that's what I'm
00.
asking for. God,
At
please help me.
070-694-93000 or 070-144-757-70. 070-144-757-70. Good morning.
Good morning, Edmund.
Good morning.
Are you saying you are cutting
The
a
ball is in your court.
Come on, Igboegwu. I've told you that your problem is my prayer. You know, I went home and I slept with it. Guess what? I came up with a good solution. Tina, are you sure about it? Igboegwu. Of course. I'm sure. Okay, don't worry. You will see things for yourself. Okay? Don't just worry. Okay? Don't worry.
See, that line wasn't too clear. Let's try another line. Please, let's also speak up. Hello, good morning.
That's just all I know. And your problem will be
Good
solved.
morning, Chief Bolaniwa.
This is your old man.
Thank you
Old
so
soldier.
much. Just expect us next week, like I said.
Alaji Chief Suleiman. I'm a calling you along with the Alamorida.
Now, why are you behaving like this?
Because
Evelyn!
that was the time I believe God was really behind me. I now escaped into
Evelyn,
by the revolting
you
soldiers.
don't need to worry. You don't even need to doubt here. She has the solution to
Tina, please. I don't want this thing to look as if I'm an ingrate here. No. But please, I beg you in the name of God, don't bring me here again. Don't bring up this issue again. And please, this matter is closed. Take me out of this place. Please. Take me out.
That can you just separate us from part of the country? Escalating will not belong to Nigeria.
Yes, please, sir.
Let them tell them that that's the UK.
Hold on.
In all cities,
Esther, how are you?
I had a phone.
Welcome. How is Mama?
In my barrack. I was
Why is your face like that?
That segment. That's not
How about my brother? Come inside. Come make yourself.
I went on fast. I was at the barrack. Nigerians were embarrassed, and they were receiving calls. So, before I could reach barrack, that very morning, that very day, it was because by the time I was rushing back to enter the barrack, so that's why it was a friend.
Mama, you can come. She's just here wasting my brother's money. Just come with that day. Mama, come with her. She make a big wife. 5 years now, no chance. Mama, come. Yes, Mama. Yes.
Honestly speaking,
okay, Mama.
I cannot narrate my experience, but I experience. It was terrible. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you for calling, Baba. Thank you. Join the discourse. The Okonkwo.
Mr. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Do you want a male or a female child?
I've never blamed Oka.
I want a male child.
But it's only in hurry.
A handsome male child you shall get.
It is when
but this child belongs to the mother angel. But first,
what is your mind?
You must not make the child angry.
Are we not saying the
secondly,
the side effect of what he
whatever
said?
He wants, he gets.
You shouldn't blame him.
Thirdly,
when is what we are seeing now
his happiness
in Nigeria,
is your happiness.
Not one Nigeria, but we are one Nigeria.
The last but not the least,
especially in the north.
You must not dare beat the child.
Migrants that are coming from
else
there to Nigeria,
doom
they are Nigerians. So the man have no fault to be blamed. When the man have said and you see, that man is a visionist. It's a visionist. So nobody should blame one of them. It's a visionist. Vicky is a visionist who has turned Nigeria, but at the end of the day, the people don't allow it to happen. You know, that's something that the man has planned for this country. So that Oka, no one should blame him. Because he knows, I know it's not Esther, but he knows what he's talking about. But he was in haste to say so. That's why these people come back and claim that from him. If not, Nigeria could have been better now than what they are talking about. Because we saw what we saw, and it's happening there. It's still happening. All the people we have in this country, those who are in the House of Assembly, those in Senator, everything, most of them are these neighboring countries that is because in this country, that is really not in this country. So it's a mistake.
You heard what Mother Angel said, right?
What the man that called us now,
try to keep to instructions and let's see how it works.
That's why they brought Browny for us in the Western region. That's why we invite Browny to come and you can see Nigeria already mess up.
What are friends for?
Thank you very much. God bless you.
You're welcome, my dear.
God, I pray
Thank you for calling the radio station. You know, some of them escaped. Major Mukoro, the brain behind the coup, the planner,
whenever you're talking,
he escaped to America.
Talk to me with some respect.
You know, Great Ogboru,
Next
remember
time
that Delta politician, was the sponsor of
you hear me?
the coup.
You cannot
He gave everything he had in Nigeria to ensure that the coup succeeded. Ogboru also escaped. Another mastermind of the coup is Major Suwaribi Tulufari. Suwaribi Tulafari. He wrote a book about what happened. And the book is entitled Exploitation and Instability in Nigeria. Coup in Perspective. When was the last time you read a book?
You don't kill the mother.
Find
That time
books
I
to
tell
read.
Madam Gozo to teach this boy something.
Buy books.
You will tell this boy, take your hand, put inside soup.
Visit libraries, borrow books if you can.
Everybody, okay, you don't need.
See. You know what?
It will open your mind,
Go pack your things. Let us leave this house.
enlighten you,
Why?
Before police come and
and
arrest
prepare you
us.
for leadership in all sectors.
You have the right. You talk's right. Let's go.
Readers are
Oh,
leaders,
madam. See my madam.
visionary leaders.
See madam.
The broke exploitation
Now, this does not happen.
and instability in Nigeria. The Okonkwo in perspective is the book of the day,
Even in death.
written by one of the planners of the coup, Suwaribi Tulufari. Say,
Even in death.
I want to read
Oh,
from
vanity.
Tulufari's book.
Vanity upon vanity.
You will find these books on udarabooks.com.
Did I like a runway model?
udarabooks.com. You can order your copy on udarabooks.com. Say, he wrote on page 56. This is what he wrote. Let's read. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. You can send your question on X, on YouTube, on Splash FM Facebook page, on LinkedIn. We are also streaming on State Affairs app. He said, I heard countless discussions with Imeh. Imeh is one of those who also carried out the coup. Usually after classes, they were in military school at this time for a training course. He said, while we waited for the horrible meals that were served, or at night, while trying to sedate ourselves with idle talk. However, there was always one serious subject that we never failed to talk about: the River State. He says, the River State, its position in the scheme of things in the country, the repression, its position in the scheme of things in the country, the repression, the oppression, and the fraud perpetrated against Rivers people. Remember, by this time, the Ogoni crisis was just simmering. Ken Saro-Wiwa was already out. Tulufari is not from the Middle Belt. He is from the Niger Delta. Remember, the coup was carried out by majorly officers from the minority tribes in Nigeria. Middle Belt and South-South. Tulufari says, the River State, its position in the scheme of things in the country, the repression, the oppression, and the fraud perpetrated against Rivers people. We talked about its oil wells and its neglect and low level of development. We talked about Oloibiri, where oil was first struck in Nigeria, where oil is still drilled, but which conjures the image of a disused and forgotten graveyard. We talked about Finima and the politics of the liquefied natural gas project, about Alasa Eleme and the politics of establishing refineries in arid lands with no drop of oil. He was talking about Kaduna refinery. He didn't understand why we should have a Kaduna refinery when there is no oil in Kaduna. So these were the discussions they were having that annoyed them. They were discussing among themselves, military friends. So they continued this discussion until they now agreed, we cannot just continue to talk. Let's strike. Let's make it happen, the Nigeria of our dream. He continues, we discussed the peculiar terrain of the River State, the mangrove swamp, and the plagues of mosquitoes and snakes they bred, the salt water all around, with no fresh water to drink, the heavy rainstorms that destroyed the thatched houses in which our people try to shelter themselves. Emperor and I also discussed the representation of our people in the national ruling bodies, our share of ambassadorial appointments, chairmanships, and membership of management boards of federal parastatals. We racked our minds to find one single Rivers man or woman that had the license to export oil but drew a blank. They compiled a list of those who were exporting oil in Nigeria. They could not find anybody from the Niger Delta. And they were getting angry. So what is going on? How come one group is dominating the whole country? And they decided to strike. Look at what he wrote here. He said, we discussed federal projects in other parts of the country, the distribution of federal largesse, and about federal patronage. We wondered how oil money could build from scratch a city as big and as modern as Abuja in just a few years, while Rivers State remained a one-city state, Port Harcourt. You know, when you hear about Rivers, the only thing you hear is Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt. But Rivers is such a big state. So they were saying, how come Rivers is a one-city state? It's not just Rivers. Even like, it's like Nigeria is a two-city state. All the major companies are in Lagos. It tells you something is wrong with the Nigerian economy. All the major companies are in Lagos. Then few multinationals are in Rivers, Akwa Ibom. The bank headquarters are all in Lagos. You can't find that in America. Different states have what stand them out. You can't just say Washington is the all and all in the United States. But in Nigeria, everybody's going to Lagos. You want to buy phone, let's go to Lagos. No bank has its headquarters in the southeast. They are all in Lagos. So if you hold Lagos to ransom now, you have captured the Nigerian state. So they make the point in their discussion. How come oil money could build from the scratch a city as big and as modern as Abuja in just a few years, while Rivers State remained a one-city state, Port Harcourt, itself a small and overpopulated town?